Basically, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, Vignan University. I was the head of the Department for Advanced Computer Science and Engineering in BFSTR deemed to be university. So, sir has also given my profile. I'm very happy to share my experience and what I have explored regarding cybersecurity crimes and all. And in today's session, I'm going to discuss some of the best practices and the ways to protect our data in a digital age. So these are not the ways what I have come up, but because of my experience and because of my exploration on various concepts of cybersecurity, I have come up with few of the things to be discussed that can be shared with you. Most of the things, the people who are in the area of cybersecurity or some of the cybersecurity professionals are also there in this webinar, and so many might be knowing this, but anyhow, to summarize all the practices to be followed to secure our data, I'm coming up with these issues. Okay. So to begin with, I'm projecting you the report that was given by India Cyber Threat in the year 2023. So we have so many attacks across the various endpoints. So there are so many detections. Some, as sir was saying, some are reported and some may not be reported. So whatever the reported will be summarized, and that will cross across 8.5 million endpoints are being affected. So many attacks have been detected, and on an average, nearly we have 761 detections per minute every day. I mean, per minute we have those many issues. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are able to hear you. Please
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So I have a power loss. So I'm thinking whether you can hear me or not.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
anyhow,
yes.
yeah, yeah. So when we consolidate one kind of an attack called as ransomware attack. So this ransomware incident, per 650 detections of 8.5 million, I mean more than 400 million detections, at least one are ransomware. Ransomware is something where we have been our data will be encrypted by a third party, and he will demand for a money. So such kind of issue was there in out of all these kind of attacks. So that is very important to get understand what we have to do if we are not in a trap of a ransomware kind of an attack. And out of 38,000 detections, one detection is approximately because of an malware. So malware is something where it is a program kind of a thing which has been injected into our system, which replicates itself and causing harm to our personal data. Okay. So on an average, when you think of it, nowadays we are using Android devices, and every Android device is being attacked at least 3 attacks in a month for every Android device. Nowadays we have more than 2 Android devices per head. So these many Android devices are being attacked. So this is very serious scenario. So this is showing us how much awareness we have to create among the uh, Indians or other country people, so that we will protected our data and our organization where we are working from these cyber attacks. So there are so many researchers, there are so many people who are working on this. There are so many trainers, there are so many awareness creators who are doing in various ways, passing on the information in social media and trying to do very much in the area of cyber crimes. But still we could able to see these many kind of attacks every day in our daily life. So it is very burning issue. Recently you might have seen about CrowdStrike attack also. All the Microsoft used devices has been blocked. We have a dead screen. So that kind of issues are coming up all over the world and also in India. So many. So there is a very big call for a strategies to improve the investigation things. See, the investigation is nothing but to find out who is the criminal, but that investigation process will help us to give a proper protection mechanism. So, before knowing who is an actual criminal, we will be understanding how that crime event has been happened. So if we could able to understand how that crime event has happened, definitely we'll protect ourselves from that those kind of an attacks. So to the present, there are so many investigation strategies. There are so many people who are working to provide good solutions to the cyber crimes. But still, we need an improved investigation strategies. So because the reason is the National Crime Record Bureau, these have given a reported in 2023 that we are losing nearly 66.66 crores out of 4,850 reported cases. So the number of reported cases may be less, but there are more other cases which have been reported. We are losing that much amount of money. So there is definitely a huge requirement for a people to work on the investigation mechanisms, instant response mechanisms. Okay, the instant response mechanisms also will be failed at times because of cyber crimes. We have to uh, we have to create an awareness on the common people also to protect themselves from the cyber crimes. So this is the reason why I have chosen this area of exploration. And I used to be working as a I used to work before head of the department as an cybersecurity program coordinator in Vignan University. So I'm conducting so many awareness programs and value added courses, as UGC has suggested for every ISET institute to create an awareness among all the students. So I'm a part of that. So that is the reason why I'm before you today to discuss what I know from my side. So, to begin with, what is called as a cybercrime? See, whatever the thing that we do, which is damaging the data or the people or our financial things, everything, every offense, we call it as an cybercrime. Why it is cyber is because we are doing that in an internet. It is not a physical attack, so it is through internet. So that is the reason why we call it as a cybercrime. So the main strategy, the main strategy what we have to follow to protect ourselves from cybercrime is to have a preventive steps against these cyber crimes. So that is the word called as a cyber security. So cyber security, we have to protect, secure ourselves from these kind of cyber crimes. So I want to speak on this concept actually. So when we could able to prevent cyber crimes, so there can be we can strengthen the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the systems or organizations that we are working on, right? So this definitions were actually given by NIST, so I have given a title NIST, right? So first we have to understand what is the primary motive of the cyber crime. The criminals, these are all common people who are doing this cyber acts, events. So what is their primary agenda? Okay, what motive they are doing this, with what motive actually they are doing this is very important. So the ultimate target of any kind of a cyber crime is on our data, the sensitive data. Our credit cards are sensitive data, our passwords are sensitive data, our personal information is sensitive data. So they are targeting on our personal data or a sensitive data, and they are targeting on our devices to gather some important information from our devices. They're targeting on a network because we are connected to a network. Like if we take Infosys is having a separate intranet to connect themselves. So they target on such kind of a network. They target on a people, a personal information on a people also. So that is a target of any kind of a cyber crime. So with what intention they are doing, with what motive they are doing is some most of the cyber crimes intents is to damage the infrastructure or whatever a organization or a person is building on, and ultimately he tries to gain some financial profit out of that. And this is a common motive of every cyber criminal. But there are some criminals whose motive is to uh, harm emotional I mean uh, they have to, they try to harm emotionally the particular person. Okay, so to destroy his reputation. So out of that destroying his reputation, he may get thrilled, so he may be recognized. Okay, so these are the common motives for every cyber criminal. So majority of the cyber criminals will target on the devices or the data, and they try to gain some financial profit out of that. So but there are cyber criminals who are performing cyber attacks, so to harm the people personally, right? So this is the overall thing, where the people are targeting, and what is their ultimate motive in this. Okay, so if we consolidate, so this is very small consolidation. So I feel that these are all important, and we have to personally, not as a organizing organization, as a personally, these are the things that we have to take care from every individual. See, there are so many attacks to be protected at an organization level. See, we have a CrowdStrike attack, so it is not our personal thing. Okay, we can't take any preliminary steps to protect from those bigger kind of an attack. So the protection mechanism for such kind of incidents will be taken care by an organization, a bigger organization. So what I'm trying to list out here is, these are the different cyber crimes where we have, being an individual, we can protect ourselves from these crimes. Okay, so cyber crimes, there are so many, like virus breaches, ransomwares, which are targeting on our mobile phones and computers or desktops or whatever it is. And there are some online scams that are happening uh, to have financial loss, to create a financial loss to us. And there are some of the scams and frauds that are happening on social media, so to create some kind of misbehavior, or some kind of not able to make our facelift. So such kind of things will be also considered as a cyber crimes. So out of all these, this is a small list, of course. Out of all this, I'll be discussing few things which may help us, which ourselves as an individual can protect our system and our data. Okay, right. So you'll be listening so many times the virus and worms, Trojan horses, and all. So these are the simple programs through pen drives, or through any external sources, or through internet, or through any of the patches, or any of the softwares that we are installing on our devices or mobile phones, will be attached to our own programs, and will replicate multiples itself, replicates itself, and will damage our original data. Okay, so these there is a small minor variations between the names, like virus will replicate itself, worm will not be attached to the host program, but still it replicates itself. And Trojan horse is something where it itself has some malicious code, and replicate, they'll not replicate, but it has some malicious code injected into our system. So as a human being, I mean, as a common man, what is a preliminary steps that we can take uh, if we have these kind of cyber crimes? The first and foremost thing is, we have to regularly update our devices. So usually, because of our busy schedules, even though we have an alert from the Android devices to update our system, to update our applications, we usually don't update. So I want to make everybody clear in this respect is, what is an update? See, when a software is getting installed, I mean, getting manufactured by a manufacturer, okay, so it is not a device, but somebody will design it, somebody will develop it. So during their development, definitely every software, or every software, or either it can be from operating system, or it can be a small software, every software will have some vulnerability, every software will have some bugs. So those bugs, after it has been released to the public, those bugs can be updated, those bugs can be removed. So initially when we are installing a initial software, so first version of a software, there may be so many bugs. So we'll install it, we try to use that. If we don't update, whatever the bugs that were already there, whatever the vulnerabilities that are already there in that software, will be as it is. Okay, if we could able to update, the features will get updated, the vulnerabilities may get removed. Okay, so that is the reason why if we want to protect our devices from any kind of these attacks, we have to perform the regular updates. Okay, we should not download any suspicious softwares from the internet. We should install some antivirus softwares. We have to regularly update. So regular updation is why it is important. Why it is important to avoid the suspicious downloads. Why it is important to have an antivirus software. That should be, that awareness should be created among all the elderly and also the upcoming young generations. Okay, because we were in this field, we might be knowing what is the disadvantage of that. Because of our busy schedule, at times we don't do, but we have to create, it is our responsibility to create the awareness among everyone. Our elderly people doesn't may not be knowing, our next generation people may not be knowing, they may not be aware of such attacks. They simply mean that they want to play some games, they want to see some videos, install whatever nonsense they come to the system and all. So you have to create, being a professional cyber security professionals, we have to create an user awareness among all these people. Okay, so that is a main mitigation strategy that we can do when we have these kind of an attacks. Okay, like virus and all, we have adwares, spyware kind of an attacks also. So these attacks, something like it will be through some advertisements, they'll be collecting some data, they'll ask for our personal information. So they'll say that there is a something like offer, if you buy this you are going to get this, so you please give your data. If there is a spin wheel, you click here, you will get such kind of advertisements we usually get it. Okay, so we should not give a chance for any people or a third party to monitor all the things that we do. The people who are secretly monitoring the data that we use over a communication channel, like over an air when we are transmitting, it should be protected. That is the reason why we have to use a secure application for the communication. If you are not using a secure applications for the communication, definitely our data which is being transmitted to the other person will not get encrypted. If it is not encrypted, definitely the data can be disclosed to the third party. So spyware is one kind of an attack where it secretly monitor and collect our user information. Okay, so we have to protect that. So if we couldn't able to encrypt our data and keep it secure, if we are not giving importance to the confidentiality of our data, definitely there will be a people like they'll hack our data, they will take our data, encrypt it, and will demand some ransom from us to give our data back. So we have to take a proper actions against that. We have to mitigate these kind of adware, spyware, and ransomwares. We have to regularly scan, is there any third party who are looking into our data. We have to, as I have said previously, we have to perform regular updates, create a user awareness. Okay, so we have to train people what to do if any kind of an attack occurs. Okay, when we are using a client, thin client, a browser, okay, we have to know which browser is safe, which browser is not safe. Okay, all these things we have to create an awareness among all the common people. Okay, so now I want to give a small note, like what is the importance of a regular update. There are so many importance. Okay, there are many importances. Okay, it avoids malware, it increases the performance of our devices or the stability of the device. Okay, it will be compatible with the new technologies, it protects us from the exploits, and also we have to turn on the automatic updates to have the secure device. See, this is the thing what we usually get. Okay, so I think we have to do every time and keep our system up to date. Okay, and we should not download anything that is suspicious, and if we are downloading any applications, we should not allow our personal data to be accessed by a third party application. Okay, usually we say, if we want to install any application on our device, we say allow. Okay, why Swiggy needs all our contacts? Why Big Bazaar needs all our contacts? Okay, Big Basket or Big Bazaar, whatever it is, why they need our contacts? Why they want to see our photos? Okay, only when it is needed, then only you give an access. The rest all times you deny the access of our devices. If we are allowing, if you are clicking here allow, if we are allowing every application to access our photos, media and files on our device, so it is not secure. So usually because intentionally or unintentionally, we want that work to be done quick. So obviously what we do, we'll say allow, everything will get allowed and the application will install in our system, in our mobile phones. So we should not allow all the applications to access our files or access our media. Okay, wherever it is required, allow it, that's it. Wherever it is not required, deny it. Okay, so that our data will be secure. Because we usually what we say, no, if we allow that any applications to access our messages or anything, automatically from our device, our the OTP will be read by that application, and OTP will be automatically read by that application, and application will run as usual. Okay, so because of that small benefit, we'll allow access to all the devices for every application. So it is not right. How much time it takes for us to go to a message, look into OTP and enter OTP manually? It doesn't take so much time, right? So you have to take that precautionary measure before you are allowing any application to look into our devices, right? And that's what I'm saying, we should not use a third party applications. Strictly confine ourselves from confine ourselves in using the application only from Play Store or Samsung stores or anything. So we'll see this quotation what I have circled. We'll be seeing these quotations all the time. What it actually means is, hardware means a Play Store will automatically give, the Play Store is an application which is all inbuilt in our devices. Okay, Samsung Store is inbuilt in our devices. So like such kind of applications only you install it in your mobile phones. Don't install everything where a third party, some .apk file is sent by some of your friend or some of your colleagues or some banking people. They don't send any kind of .apk file to us individually. Don't install any applications which have been sent, which are not available in Play Store or Samsung Store. Okay, use our Microsoft, whatever it is, what kind of device that you, Apple Store or whatever it is. If I are using Apple phone, if we are using Android phones, definitely Samsung phones, definitely our devices will have a Samsung Store, definitely our devices will be having some Play Store. You install those applications only. I don't say that all the applications from these are secure, but still, when you compare the applications from Play Store and from third party, definitely third party applications are not secure. So you have to restrict ourselves from using third party applications, right? And this is one kind of a one kind of an attack that happens in a network, distributed denial of service attack. Okay, previously we have CrowdStrike attack, the huge loss of Microsoft devices. So it has there is a huge outage. So many like financial institutions, airlines, some of the e-business, some of the marketing people have huge loss because of a few hours of 9 hours of outage of Microsoft devices. Okay, so Microsoft people have come up with a note that this is maybe because of denial of service attack also. So denial of service attack is nothing but we can identify that at times. There will be a flooding of messages into our device. Okay, server will be flooded with so much of traffic. Okay, so if being an individual, we may not be stop DDoS attack. Okay, as an individual, we may not stop DDoS attack, but we can identify the warning signs of DDoS attack. Okay, our access to the files will be getting slowed. Okay, our access to a specific website will not be able. We will not be able to do that. There will be some frequent disconnections of the internet. Okay, there may be some problems accessing all the websites. Okay, excessive amount of spam mails comes into our system. A logic bomb of messages comes into our devices and all. So for that, as an individual, how you can protect ourselves? Okay, you have to protect our IP address. We have to use a virtual IP, virtual private network. We have to be aware of all kind of phishings. I'll tell you how to identify a phishing mail. Okay, we have to frequently update all the applications and install the antivirus softwares. Okay, this is how we can prevent. So because of recent outage of Microsoft Office outage, so one of the report the Microsoft people has come up with is this is because of a DDoS attack. Okay, so this is the recent Microsoft outage that has happened, and this was announced in July 30 or so, because it may be the because of DDoS attack. Okay, so that is one reason. Actually, what happens is there is a company called as CrowdStrike. They have come up with a kind of a software, what Falcon sensor. So the people who have installed that, their Microsoft Office, their Microsoft devices have got a blue screen. Okay, so it has been stopped. That recent attack, we are calling it as Microsoft Office outage. Okay, so many services, cloud services, AWS services, so many services have been stopped. Okay, so one of the reason what Microsoft has confirmed that is it may be because of DDoS attack. Okay, during that time there are so many requests. There is an issue, they accept it. There is an issue, there is some update from CrowdStrike. They have updated is because of that update there is some bug or there is some vulnerability into that. Okay, because there is a blue screen, there are multiple requests from many users. So it is a flooding of messages. Because of that, the severity of the attack has increased and has affected, and that requires an immediate incident response. Being an individual, we can't do anything. We can't plan an incident response. As an organization has to do, because it is a burning issue. I have highlighted here, but still, as an individual, we can't do anything of this kind of high level. But an organization has to come up with a good instant plan. So they have to respond the incident immediately. When we have, definitely the Microsoft have done this. They have immediately released the videos and reasons for this kind of an attack, and they ask the people to come back from that installed software, so that immediately it got resolved. But during that 9 hours of time, we have faced so many issues, but anyhow that has been regularized later. Okay, so the other thing what we usually don't check is insecure Wi-Fi. Okay, so when we look into Wi-Fi's, a list of Wi-Fi's, when we go in our devices, wireless network list. Okay, so we'll be finding different Wi-Fi's. So if you find any Wi-Fi adapter properties as unsecured, we should not use this. If we are using this kind of unsecured internet or Wi-Fi, we'll be having so many issues like man-in-middle attacks, network spoofing, malware distribution, and it is very dangerous to have this Wi-Fi hotspots. Okay, so we have to take care. We have to properly use that. How to identify? So usually, what we do know, if you are connecting to any Wi-Fi, so we have this kind of pages. Okay, here they'll definitely say it is not secure. Okay, even though it is HTTPS, it is not secure. Okay, because of this, they are using some unsecured Wi-Fi's. There are some issues in their browser. They don't have a secure certificate. The certificate may be out of date. Okay, so certificate may not be valid date. So the website which is, I mean, the domain name which we are giving here, which is not secure, we should not use that. We should not we should not go say that go to advanced and click anyhow connect. Okay, they are clearly warning us that if you are using this a private connection, there will be a chance of stealing your personal information. Even then, usually what we do, because we have to do our work immediately because of our schedules, what we do, we just simply go to advanced and we'll connect anyways. Okay, it will connect, but still we have a warning here because it is not secure connection. We have a warning here saying that your secure information may be get lost. But if, when we are doing this, we should be very careful. Okay, we should protect ourselves. We should not use unsecured Wi-Fi. We have to use only HTTPS sites, not HTTP sites. We have to we should not ignore any kind of browser warnings like this. A browser has given this warning, a Chrome has given this warning. Okay, we should not ignore that. If it is required, we have to use VPNs. Okay, like we have so many kind of snooping kind of an attack. So snooping kind of attack will steal our personal information and also money so many times. So snooping can be done through our emails, through our phones, through the text, to the biometric, through the GPS, or through IP addresses, or through websites. Okay, so we should be secure enough. We should not use any insecure Wi-Fi's that causes, which is causing the snooping kind of an attack. Okay, so we have to protect ourselves. We have to cross verify each and every website that we are logging in and doing payments or whatever it is. It should be strictly, that website should be HTTP website. That URL address should be HTTPS. HTTPS is a secure protocol. So if any e-commerce site or any kind of website is secure enough, it will definitely use HTTPS protocol. Okay, if it is not using HTTPS protocol, better to avoid such kind of websites. Okay, so it mimic the name of the existing, like if we have big bazaar or big basket. Okay, big basket BSKET, they may write big basket KETT. Okay, so there will be some grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes, and they mimic that they are the correct users. So if we click there, definitely there will be some issues. Okay, there is some click jacking happens. There may be some issues. They may steal our personal information. Okay, they'll be sending some suspicious mails or suspicious attachments to us. So there is a chance, very big chance, for our personal data to be stolen. So we should be careful when we are using any domain names in our devices. Okay, better to use incognito mode. Okay, where our data will not be our data will not be stored in the public place. Okay, when we are going anywhere, public places, or it is not our personal systems, we can use incognito mode where our history will not be stored, will be hidden, right? Now, we are getting so many mails, right? So every day we get so many mails. All mails are not insecure. Only the phishing mails are insecure. So being an, I mean, individual, we have to understand how to differentiate the original or a spam mails from the phishing mails. Okay, and what we have to do if we have received any phishing mail. Okay, we have to report phishing mails. If we could able to report phishing mails, then the frequency of the phishing mails will go on reducing. Okay, so we have to report it, right? So phishing mails will have certain features. Okay, when we compare with the spam mails, phishing mails have some features. So it will be that mail will be requesting us as the personal information. That mail will be targeting only the specific users. That has some malicious attachments. Okay, that may link us to a fake websites. Okay, so such kind of phishing mail should be deleted from our devices. Before deletion, it should be reported properly. So I'll tell you how to report, right? There are so many things to prevent. The first thing, how to report. If we are using Gmail, or if you are using Microsoft Mails or whatever it is, or if I'm highlighted here about the Gmail. So in the Gmail, every mail in the mail address on the corner we'll be having three dots. There we have to click it. Okay, if we click, we have a statement called as report phishing. If you click report phishing, it means that that mail from where we have received, that mail is a phishing mail. So that should be properly reported to the use properly reported, so that those mails will not repeat to us and also to the others. Okay, we have to prevent those phishing mails, right? And sometimes phishing also happens through our mobile phones. The people will call us, okay, they will ask us some our personal information as if they know very well, as if they are from really from a banking sector, as if they are really from a credit card branch. They'll ask so many questions, they ask us to click that, they ask us to do the give our personal information. We should not do that. And they sometimes they send some messages, okay, in that there will be some suspicious links. We should not click those links. Calling us and asking our personal information will be called as or categorized as a wishing attack. And trapping us and asking our personal information through the messages is called as smishing attacks. Okay, we should properly understand what it is. We should protect, we should not click any suspicious attachments, we should not open any suspicious accounts, okay, suspicious links, and we should not disclose our personal information to anybody, right? And there are so many people who are calling us, who are sending us messages. So we should never really reveal our personal information. We have to properly check from where we are getting. We have so many tools and so many applications which are blocking some wrong calls like robocalls, and they are ensuring that there is a zero trust policy. We should not trust anyone. If there are any issues, there are so many ways for different network service providers to report the incidents. Like Airtel is having one kind of a reporting way, one kind of sending the reporting, like we are getting message, no, if you have any issues, you dial this number. Likewise, we are getting so many things. So we have to use those, we have to follow those instructions, and we never have to reveal our personal information to the finance departments like banking or whatever it is. Okay, right. Cyberbullying, see, as I'm saying, the ultimate agenda of the cyber criminals is not only the financial gain. Okay, so the agenda can be to make the people head down. Okay, so they creates a fake accounts, they trap us, they keep our personal information online, they do so many things. Okay, so such kind of, they use a technology, electronic technology, and they do so many things which are hurting our, embarrassing us in the social media, right? So such kind of attack, we call it as a cyberbullying. So it should be properly taken care by the teenagers. Most of the things, most of the cyberbullying events will be on the teenagers and also the younger generations. They harass them, they threaten them, and they make them into place in embarrassed situations. They'll post some bad pictures and videos onto their websites or onto the social media. So for this, we have to create an awareness for our children. Okay, there are so many here who have joined in today's session who are youngsters or teenagers. You have to know what kind of images should be socialized and what kind of images should not be socialized. Okay, so that to whom to trust, we have to do, we have to follow the zero trust policy. We should not trust anybody. The bad thing will fastly distributes to other than the good things. So we have to remember that. And being a parents, we should create an awareness among our children and also teenagers which are between 7 and 18 years. We have to teach them what we have to do. Okay, so if we get any such kind of posts, what we have to do, we have to delete it. We have to understand who has done it. We have to report such kind of abuse things. If they are children, they have to inform their parents. Okay, we should not again communicate with such persons, we have to block them. And before deleting everything, we have to take a screenshot of those messages which help us to report the abused person. Okay, we have to protect our children from these kind of bullying kind of activities. We have to educate them. We have to tell them what is a need of using a password, safe passwords. Okay, we have to create a private accounts for them in our mobile phones or laptops. Okay, we should ensure that they're not showing any safe sensitive information in the social websites. We have to frequently check their social accounts, and we have to report to the concern if there are any kind of cyberbullying activities happening on our children. So being a parents, we have to take care, and being a teenagers, they have to take care of their own against these cyberbullying things. So cyber criminals also get so much of I mean gain. They gain psychological gain, like happiness, making the people into a bad situation. Okay, so that is also categorized as a cyber attack. Okay, so because they are doing on a social sites, right? So we have to consider them also, and we should protect our children from such kind of attacks. And this is for the students. See, nowadays, because everything is going online after corona, so even the jobs are also, interviews are also getting done in online. We are getting hired through online only. They are not asking us to come physically. They are not asking. They are sending the offer letters online. They are giving the appointment letters online. We are working online. Everything is getting online, right? So when we are, when we have got a job, when we are hired by an employer, we have to understand whether it is a fake or real. Okay, so I don't have much to speak on this. So I want the people, the students, not people, the students to go to this page. Okay, it is in ncrb government page, where this document has been released by the Ministry of Home Affairs. So they have given so many things to make us understand which is a ordinary job and which is a fake job. Okay, what is a real job and what is a fake job offer. Okay, so for that there are some precautionary steps you have to take. Okay, we should not respond to any kind of emails which is not related. Remember, is there any spelling mistakes in the websites? Is it really a government job? .gov.in is the original government domain. Okay, so you should not pay any amount. We should not get an opportunity directly from any kind of search engines. We should get directly from the MNCs, I mean organization sites, not from general emails. Okay, that is the reason why we have to receive the mails from the official mail IDs, not from unofficial. It should be that domain name should be proper. You have to properly receive the mails. Okay, you have to be careful. And there are so many things that enlightened us in this document which is released by Ministry of Home Affairs. I request all the students to go through this document before you are getting hired by the um, various organizations, right? And everybody are using this debit cards and credit cards, and there are so many debit card and credit card transactions, fake transactions or fraud transactions. Okay, for that we have to protect our pin when we are going on to public places. We should not write our pin anywhere. We should not write anywhere. If there are any issues, if you feel that somebody others are have stolen your card and they are using your cards, you have to immediately report to the police. And all the all the sites where we are using the financial transactions, those sites should be https sites only. They should not be http sites. Okay, so we have to take care, right? Now, website defacement, we may not call it is a cyber attack, but because they want the people to come into an embarrassed situation, and the people will do these kind of acts also. What is this is, see, this is a Ministry of Government, Indian Defense Ministry website. They have never, this Ministry of Defense websites comes down. There will not be any kind of an errors, or there will not be any kind of an this thing, because it is related to Defense Ministry, Indian Defense Ministry. Okay, so there are people who have hacked these kind of websites, and they have created this kind of messages. Okay, so usually this happens because they want to, the other country people, they want our country to get down. Okay, so embrace our Indian government by doing this. See, if anybody opens this, no, what usually say, oh, very big country India, the India has is having some issue. Indian Ministry, Defense Ministry website itself is having some issue. Like, in order to throw the country reputation, the people will try to do this kind of things. So this is not only happening in India; it is also happening in other countries also. You can see this page. Okay, this page is a Spanish president's websites. So in place of a Spanish president, they've kept a Mr. Bean face. Okay, how embarrassing the people, the president goes when he look into this kind of this thing. I mean, this kind of an attack. So this is what the cybersecurity people want to gain some kind of happiness out of doing these mischief things. So these are all called as website defacements. Okay, sometimes the websites will be cloned. It looks like a similar website, everything is same, but it is cloned. So you should properly understand. Maybe some academicians might have joined here. So you be careful when we are publishing our papers in any of the journals. We have to identify whether the journal website is a real website or it is a clone website. Okay, there are lists you can understand, you can trace out, and after the trust only you can go with that. Okay, this is what I don't say recently, but in the last year, October, we have faced this huge loss. Okay, all our other details has been stolen on. I mean, has been got sold on a dark web. Okay, 81.5 crore Indians have done. Indians' personal data has been sold in the dark web. Okay, so this report is given by Economic Times. Okay, why this happened and how this happened. See, you might have recollected when we have a corona vaccinations, because to create an awareness to all the people, we used to post our vaccination slips on a social media. Okay, we have kept in WhatsApp statuses, we have kept in Facebooks, Instagrams, or whatever it is. So this is just to make the people understand that corona antivirus I mean vaccine is very important. Okay, so we are informing others that we have taken vaccine and we are provoking others to take vaccine. That agenda is good, but that agenda has made this kind of a data leak attack. Okay, when we have given our other details in a Govin website, all our 81.5 crore Indian data, personal data, has been stored on Govin website. Okay, so what they have done, the attacker has taken our Aadhaar details from that Govin website, and because of that, we have some Aadhaar leaks. Okay, so there are some remedies. So the people have CyberDose is one of the organization. They have warned us before sharing your vaccination certificate on the social media, you be careful. But still, we have posted. From this, see, in 2020-21, we got this message not to post our vaccination. I mean, they are not asking us to not to post, but even though you are posting, be careful. Don't disclose your personal information. Like that, they have given us a warning, but still, some of the people have not done that. They have posted. So because of that, our personal information has been stolen. And a few months back, so much of data, I mean, so much of money has been lost from the bank account because of this theft. Okay, so for that, what is the remedial step that we can take? See, we are giving our biometric in an Aadhaar card. Aadhaar card has all our biometrics. See, instead of OTP, there is an option for a banker people also to steal our steal our money through biometric OTPs. So where are they are getting our biometric? They are getting our biometric. The attackers are getting our biometric from Aadhaar. Where our Aadhaar details are there, we are storing our Aadhaar details. We have stored our Aadhaar details in our Aadhaar card. Okay, from there they are trying to get the data. So for that, what is that we can do is we can go personally into our Aadhaar services in the Authority of India website, Government of India website. There you can lock our biometric. If we lock our biometric, there are two options. We can lock our biometric permanently. We can lock our, we can unlock permanently, and we can unlock temporarily. Okay, so for example, if we have land registrations or house registrations or anything like that, where you need to give your biometric, then for a time of 5 minutes with an OTP, you can unlock your biometric, and later it automatically gets locked. So our biometric will not be used by any third party until unless we unlock it. Okay, so this is one of the remedial steps that we can do because our data has already been taken. So this is one of the step we can do, right? So we should protect ourselves from social engineering attack. There are so many social engineers and attackers who are trying to take our data. So, sir, Jagdish, sir.
Yes, madam.
Yeah,
Jagdish sir has,
yeah.
has
Okay,
just
okay.
left a meeting, and I'm Simi here. I'm one
Yeah,
of his team
yeah.
member.
How much time I can have to continue with my talk?
Madam, the time is almost up. If you want to take for another 5-10 minutes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay.
5 minutes. I'll wind up
Yes.
the video. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So there are so many things to prevent social engineering attack. The ultimate agenda of this webinar is only to create such kind of an awareness. So awareness only plays a major role, a huge good role in protecting the individual from any kind of attacks, right? So there are some kind of an attacks through social media like impersonation. Okay, they'll establish some false online presence. Okay, our reputation will get down. Okay, so we have to protect ourselves from the social media impersonation. Okay, we should create a strong websites, strong passwords. We have to verify our accounts. We have to use the authenticity, a two-factor authentication. Okay, we have to use only the reputed softwares. We should not use any third party applications. We have to report any kind of suspicious activities that happens. Okay, this will holds good for all kind of attacks. Okay, we should protect our devices. We should increase the device visibility. We should assess the device security procedures, and we have to continuously verify the trusted access or not. Okay, so as we know, we have to use a strong passwords. Every website nowadays are warning us to use a strong websites. Okay, strong passwords. What is that strong password? Is password? I think many of you might be knowing. As my side, I am giving something like we have to use a capital letter, at least one capital letter, one small letter, one digit, and one special character. If you give a combination of all these uppercase, lowercase, number, and special character, that password of a size or 8 or 15 size, that kind of a passwords are called as a secure passwords or a strong passwords. You have to use those passwords wherever you are, to your mobile devices, to your hardware devices, any devices, to your accounts, cyber accounts, web accounts, everywhere you have to use such kind of passwords for also banking. Okay. So there are some of the physical threats also. So we have an applications called as phone anti-theft alarm apps. So any of us mobile phones has been lost, immediately we can get an alert, okay, an alarms. So this we can explore, automatically we'll get this. And I'm frequently saying that report. Where to report? Where to report the cybercrime? So, Government of India, Ministry of Home Affairs has given us a website called as cybercrime.gov.in. This website will allow us to register our complaints. We need not be member of that website. We need not be the member of any organization, or we need not be a related to any organization. This website is open for common people also. We can we can raise a complaint, any kind of a complaint. If we are nearby to a cyber police stations, we can complain there. If we are not near to the cyber police stations, we can complain here. Okay, any complaints related to women or children related, any financial frauds or any other cyber crimes can be reported here. Okay, so this you can check it. For suppose if you are not ready to disclose your name, if it is related to women or children related crime, you need not disclose your details, and but still you can register a complaint. Okay, so we have to create awareness among everyone on this website importantly. Okay, so this website will allow us to report register a complaint, report a issue, and get it solved, right? So as we know, as already sir was telling in the beginning of the webinar, we have a national awareness program for cyber aware digital nagarki. So it is one of the cybersecurity awareness program. It is providing everything, providing a platform to enhance our cyber hygiene, cyber security, and some of the preventive measures at a national level. They're conducting so many awareness concepts. They're everything. If you want to understand what is email security, you'll get it. If you want to understand what is fraud, you can get it. If you want to understand what is online gaming insecurity, you can get it. So there are so many topics where they are providing us the cyber awareness. Okay, they are conducting so many competitions where uh, we allow our children to participate in those cyber competitions. This is being provided by ISEA itself. If we allow our students, if we allow our students and kids to participate in this competition, they'll be aware of what is wrong and what is right. Okay, so likewise, Government of India has so many initiatives like Cyber Suraksha Bharat, Cyber Swachh Kendra, National Cyber Security Policy, and Indian Computer Emergency Response Team. There are so many things the people are doing. Okay, so we should be aware. These organizations are struggling hard to create awareness on the cyber crimes. Okay, so if we look into our ISEA websites, you can have so many safety tips against cyber hygiene. There are so many password security management steps, and there are general internet safety precautioners, and there are some safety tips for secure uses of social media platforms and mobile phones, how to use securely the emails and all, right? Thank you for the opportunity that I got to create an awareness among you. At least I might have given one or two important points what you may not be knowing, and at least few have understood the complete scenario where we are getting attacked. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I thank everyone for attending my session and also giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you so much, madam, for your very informative and knowledgeable talk.
Thank
I'm
you,
sure
ma'am.
all our participants must have gained knowledgeable insights on, the security frauds related threats and how to actually take the security related measures
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
improve their shield and protection in this particular cyber world.
Okay.
And you also covered the response mechanisms, which is a very good, insightful, points which can help them.
Yeah,
So with this, I request the participants in case they have any kinds of doubts related to the presentation which has been provided, they can put it in the chat box. Madam will try to answer a few of them. How to
yeah.
check?
Um, See, WhatsApp is safe, right? See, long back I've seen this. You might have seen one message from the WhatsApp saying that WhatsApp is not secure. You have to use Telegram kind of a thing. Okay, so WhatsApp is not secure. Then you might have remembered we got a message from WhatsApp that uh, WhatsApp algorithms has been updated. Okay, it means that previously the WhatsApp might not be using a secure algorithm to encrypt our data, whatever the messages that we are transmitting. Later, WhatsApp itself has claimed that they are using a secure websites. I mean, secure algorithm for encrypting our data. Right? You might be seeing on top of every message that end-to-end encryption is ensured in communication between two people. Okay, so WhatsApp is secure. There is no issue with WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah, there are so many phishing attacks on WhatsApp. Also, we can even report those phishing attacks also. Yeah, you can't check whether your Aadhaar details are disclosed or not. From now onwards, you can prevent your Aadhaar details to be disclosed. For that itself, we have to lock our biometric information in an Aadhaar website. Okay, but remember, as I have told that to lock your biometric information, you have to remember and you have to have that point in your mind all the time when you are using your biometric. Okay, because if we have locked, if we give our biometric in any registration office or anything, it will definitely will not work. Nowadays, volunteers are coming and asking our details for voting purpose and for registration, land registration or house registration. Then also our other biometric will not work. So we should be, that point should be there in our mind, that whenever our biometric is not working, we have to again go to Aadhaar website and unlock it. Temporary unlock is also available. You can unlock it for 5 minutes and you can use that. Okay. Yeah.
So most of Madam has tried to answer. There's one question on keylogger scam.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, if you can actually, they're asking what about the keylogger scam? Can you explain in few lines if that is possible, or otherwise?
Yeah. Keylogger, it is a long process actually. Keylogger can be through an robo, or keylogger can be through a physical kind of a thing. Like we should like whenever we have any issues like using some information. Once again, um,
Madam,
yeah.
Okay.
So there will be some issues like you might be seeing in the movies and all, like there will be some sheet pasted on that. Through that, our biometric will be taken into account, or our sensitive information, like because of that key soundings and all, our information will be taken. Okay, so based on the frequency of our keystroke, okay, there may be some issues. Okay, so such kind of things can be prevented. Okay, so how you can prevent is like we can use some API based keyloggers. Okay, we can form some kind of grabbing keyloggers. um, we should be very careful. We should not use any small devices like USB keyloggers and all. In that way you can prevent. So that they will record our keystrokes, they record our frequency of our keystrokes, and from through that frequency they will be trying to retrieve our data. So for that we can install the malware. There are some malware softwares, there are some keylogger softwares, anti keyloggers also. We have to install those keyloggers and all. Okay, I may not be very clear because it is so many, I mean there are so many things to discuss. So I may be few lines I might have given. You can go through that. Okay.
There are other questions also, but maybe we'll take it up in the next session because the time is
Sure.
limited.
Yeah.
And I mean, an email will be sent for the certificate generation to all the participants.
Okay.
And from there, they can take up the certificate. There was one question regarding the certificate. So that's the answer to that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, madam. And before we close, if Vyas sir is available, I request sir to give the closing remarks if it is feasible.
Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting. It was a very interesting session, and thanks to ma'am. She has explained the key terminologies, and also, I mean, how the misuse of certain, I mean, provisions are there, I mean, of our, what you can say, social media and other contents happen. So she has given a very insightful, I mean, presentation, and I hope the participant would be benefited by this. And for some of the, I mean, questions which are there, I would request the team to actually take a note of them and
Sure.
Try to cover it in the future sessions. We can
Yes.
also, I mean, in future take the suggestions from the participants if they want to cover any specific topic in our future lecture series and all. So that also would be useful. And thank you very much once again to Dr. Radha Rani
Thank you,
for
sir. Thank
a
you so
very
much.
and interesting and insightful talk. Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you once again to everyone present in the session for making this a successful talk. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
We can ask the participants to leave now, or you have something else?
No, sir. It is the end of the session. I thank participants for their support and hearing out throughout the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So we can all leave the session now. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, sir.